This man went from selling street food to owning a fortune. He started with nothing but a small cart, a few pots, a few recipes, and a dream too big for his wallet. Every morning before sunrise, he'd push that cart down crowded streets, serving food to strangers, praying that one day someone would remember his name. That man would one day own restaurants across the world and build a fortune that even billionaires couldn't ignore. This is the story of how one man went from selling street food to owning an empire. And by the end of this video, you'll realize sometimes the richest people start with the hungriest dreams. Picture this, a smoky street corner, the sound of sizzling oil, the scent of spices mixing with hope. That's where it began. Not in a boardroom, not with investors, but with passion. Because before there's money, there's mindset. He didn't sell food, he sold comfort. He didn't chase fame, he chased consistency. And that's what made all the difference. One plate at a time, he started building more than a business. He built a following. People didn't just eat his food, they believed in his story. They saw something rare, the authenticity. And while others laughed at his small cart, he was busy building something bigger, trust. Because trust, not money, is the real currency of success. But here's the twist. Every dreamer faces a moment when life asks, "Are you serious about this?" For him, that moment came when the city changed regulations. Street vendors were being removed. His cart, his only source of income, was at risk of being taken away. He could have given up, but instead he leveled up. He borrowed money, rented a small kitchen, and began what would become the foundation of his restaurant brand. No fancy investors, no rich connections, just grit and a belief that good taste always finds a way. And then something magical happened. One food critic came by accident, tried his dish, and wrote a review that went viral. The next morning, lines stretched around the block. By nightfall, he sold out. From that moment, everything changed. He wasn't just a street vendor anymore. He was a chef, a brand, a visionary. Fast forward a few years, he now owns multiple restaurants, a clothing line, and even invests in startups that remind him of his old self. But here's what he always says: the recipe never changed, only the kitchen did. That's the beauty of transformation. True success doesn't come from doing something new. It comes from doing the same thing, better. Now, let's talk about what really makes his story powerful. Discipline. While most people chased trends, he stayed loyal to his craft. While others wanted quick fame, he played the long game. And that's why today, his name stands for more than wealth. It stands for resilience. He often visits the same streets where he once sold food. He buys from small vendors, tips them generously, and tells them, "Don't ever let people's opinions cook your future." Because he remembers it wasn't luck that made him rich. It was consistency when no one was watching. Now, imagine this transformation visually. A man pushing a cart in the rain. Fade to him arriving in a luxury car, stepping into his own restaurant. Same smile, same hands, different world. That's what makes this story timeless. He didn't just rise in income, he rose in identity. But here's what most people don't see. Success didn't make him arrogant. It made him grateful, because once you've lived with nothing, you understand the value of everything. He still eats his own food. He still greets his old customers when they walk in. He still says, "The first bite tastes better when you've earned it." So what can we learn from him? That success isn't a destination, it's a dish. It takes heat time, patience, and if you give up halfway, you'll never taste what you were meant to create. From a street corner to skyscrapers, his story isn't just about business. It's about belief. Because in a world full of shortcuts, the real luxury is building something from scratch and calling it your own. If stories like this inspire you, hit that subscribe button, because the next episode of Rich Reality dives even deeper into how ordinary people rise to extraordinary heights. So the next time you walk past a street vendor, remember, you might just be looking at the next millionaire in disguise.